timestamps when we pause. So we'll start from the beginning, please.
Anybody out on Elizabeth Street?
Big Ben.
Any unit that is on Elizabeth Street currently advised.
Robert 277.
Robert 277.
What's up? Hands up! Put your hands where I can see them.
This unsuspected citizen was in for a surprise.
Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Do it now!
Hey, take to one of the hospitals for a plan of care.
What did I do? Lay on your stomach. What did I do?
Robert.
What did I do? Let me show you exactly what this man did.
News this hour, a terrifying incident unfolds at a holiday parade in Waukesha. A car has plowed into a crowd of people gathered for a holiday parade there. And we are getting new video from an eyewitness. It shows a red You can see right there, it shows a red SUV speeding through the parade barriers. Apparently an officer running behind it. Authorities have not commented on whether the red vehicle is responsible. We're still waiting to learn more about the circumstances, how this all unfolded, who was behind it.
This is who was behind it. What do you guys think? Go ahead and comment below and let me know.
Here's another view. The SUV is barreling down the parade route. Look, right there, just moments after a marching band steps out of frame. One witness told me that she could hear the thud of people being struck and that police on the scene told her as many as 30 people were injured. We have not received official confirmation from police, but I want to bring in CNN's Natasha Chen, who is on the scene right now. Natasha, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Pamela, they pushed media back from the barricade right over there just a moment ago, asking us to get further away from obviously what they are trying to do to help secure the scene here and to treat people. Everywhere you look, when we drove into this town, there are lights with police cars, ambulances parked on every street pretty much that we saw. And right now there are first responders still coming to the scene. We still saw ambulances coming to the scene. And we're hearing sirens as well. So there's a lot of confusion and chaos among the people. We saw a group walking past me, actually very emotional, on their phones, still trying to figure out exactly what's going on. We understand that the city has set up a reunification point, and so that may help in terms of making sure people can find their loved ones and find information about them.
Are you on Elizabeth?
We've paused at 53 seconds. A few moments earlier in the video, we saw what appeared to be a handgun. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, sir.
Who was the person holding that handgun?
That was me.
And who were, well, let's see, let me strike that. I want to direct your attention to the top right corner of the screen here. There appears to be some type of timestamp. Do you see that?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. I do, yes.
Do you know if that is an accurate military timestamp?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
That does not accurately reflect the time it occurred, no.
So it was not 11:11 p.m. at the time this video was recording?
Objection, leading.
Oh, sustained as to the form of the question.
Do you know approximately what time it was that this video was recorded?
I know that I initially began to respond to the scene at about 20 minutes to 5. And I would be guessing about how much time elapsed, but I would say it wasn't more than a half hour or 40 minutes to this point.
Okay. The person who is depicted in the video at this point, at 53 seconds, that's what, describe where in the video you first saw that person.
Objection, leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
I first saw him standing on the porch.
And what, if anything, did you see that person doing when you first saw him?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
He appeared to be rather agitated.
Why do you say that?
Objection leading.
Overruled. It's not leading. You may answer.
He was moving back and forth on the porch and gesturing.
Do you recall what you were wearing that evening?
I do.
What?
The exact same set of clothing that I'm wearing today.
Including long sleeves?
Yes.
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Did this person, depicted at 53 seconds, draw your attention in any way based on what he was wearing?
Yes.
Why?
It was chilly out, lower 40s, upper 30s, and he was in a t-shirt, jogging pants, and no shoes.
We can resume playing here at 53 seconds, please.
It's doing all right. You got something with your name on it, man? No. Okay, lads, cooperate with us. Okay.
We paused at 1 minute and 4 seconds. What did we see in that portion of the video?
That was a sandwich.
Where did that sandwich come from?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
His right pants pocket.
The subject on the ground is?
Yes, sir.
This is Daniel Ryder, the man's porch he was on when he was captured. Daniel Ryder invited Darrell Brooks inside, lent him a jacket, and even made him a sandwich as Brooks borrowed his phone to call his mother and wait for an Uber. So he said.
Please resume at 1:04.
Rapper 277. What's your
We paused at 1 minute and 14 seconds. Did you at some point ask the subject depicted in the video at 1:14 to identify himself by name?
Go ahead.
I did.
What was that person's response?
He identified himself as Darrell Brooks.
Do you see Mr. Brooks in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you point him out for us by telling us where he's sitting and what he's wearing?
He is seated at the defense table wearing a dark-colored suit and striped tie and a mask over his face.
Just to be thorough, Your Honor, could we please have Mr. Brooks remove his mask momentarily?
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. Go ahead.
Now that Mr. Brooks has removed his mask, does that change anything about your testimony today?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name. It's
You're,
leading.
you may go ahead and answer.
That's Darrell Brooks.
Could we please play from 1:14?
name, dude?
There's multiple units. Name is 216, you know, it's
What is your name?
Brooks.
First name?
I'm waiting for a minute.
Paused at 1 minute and 23 seconds. Sitting on the witness stand today, do you acknowledge that Mr. Brooks has a short haircut?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name. It's leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question, please.
How would you describe Mr. Brooks's haircut today?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Sir, I understand your objection. Please do not interrupt with that further so that the questioning of the witnesses may continue. You may answer.
If you say that name, I'm objecting.
And the jury will disregard the objection if it's solely for the name purposes. Go ahead.
Mr. Brooks has his hair cut close today.
What about when he took his face mask down? Did you notice his facial hair?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
He does have facial hair.
Did you notice anything different about his facial hair today versus in the video?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
That is also trimmed closer.
Does the hairstyle and the facial hairstyle here in court today give you any pause or concern over whether or not it's Mr. Brooks in the video?
Objection.
Go ahead and answer, please.
No, not at all.
Let's resume playing at 1:23.
Objection noted for the record.
I just used somebody's phone to call for a minute, that's all.
Oh, okay.
That's what I need, yeah. 1-1026, the black male, red short sleeve shirt.
I'll tell you what,
Okay.
if everything turns out to be on the up and up, life will be good and you'll be on your way, all right?
Yes. I got it, guys, I got it. Suspect, I presume?
Unknown. Ask him. Ask him if he knows. He was on the porch here.
Yeah, I was using his phone. What's your location? I was using his phone.
You're holding the W main road, loading her down.
I called my
Any squads available for a transport?
on the 500 to give me a lift. That's all. I was just using his phone.
Daryl, this is Schwartz. I'm leaving WSC. Where do you need me?
What do you,
Can I just sit up? I was freezing. Can I please just sit up? You have any weapons on you? No, sir.
what's your name, guy?
9209. I just told her my name.
What did you tell Park?
Yes, sir.
What's your first name? Darrell
Brooks?
Yes, sir.
No additional victims. We start on the next block.
Copy. No additional victims.
This matches the description of the guy that got called on who was going door to door over here.
Yeah, I was trying.
Where are your shoes, man?
I was trying to use somebody's phone.
Where are your shoes?
My flip-flops is in his house.
Paused at 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Did you hear the last thing said by the suspect on the ground at this point?
Objection
Yes.
leading.
Overruled.
What did he say?
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
He said my flip-flops is in his house.
Do you know if any flip-flops or any other shoes of any kind were ever retrieved from the residence that this was taking place in front of?
Objection speculative.
Overruled. You may answer.
I did go in the house and speak to the resident there and asked if he had left shoes or outer garments or anything like that, and he said that he had not.